Welcome. It's the illblerdmatic365. It's the illest blurred in the land. Welcome back, Legends community. Returning Legends, thank you so much for commenting, liking, and sharing. New Legends, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, and also sharing. It's illblerdmatic365 today, and today's new video is actually going to be on something that I've been meaning to address about my actual audience / community. When I think about it now, I see I have a bigger demographic with viewers with my actual channel and not so with my returning viewer percentage. So now what I want to do is, for people that are new to my channel, I want you guys to listen here. You're going to get a reintroduction to illblerdmatic365 right along with the returning viewers. So the first thing I want to actually talk about when it comes to this is my actual channel name. But a lot of you probably don't know, originally my channel name was nothing to do with Ashley illblerdmatic. My original channel name, which I no longer have, I'm glad to not put videos out during that time, was no other than Ambitious Brother 101. Yes, that was my original channel name. I was geeked about it. I'm, like happy and everything. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do something with it. And then I started to do like content for it because it was going to be inspirational, motivational video content, like just, quotes and stuff like that, uplifting type of thing. And I grew bored with it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really grew bored. I was like, nah, this ain't me. You know what I'm saying? This ain't who I am. I also went through a series of names, channel names. PCS Live, Charles S Live, you know what I'm saying? And the only reason why I got rid of the PCS Live was because people kept butchering my name. They kept butchering it. They kept adding letters to it, adding their own abbreviations. Whoa. You gonna put some respect on my name when it comes to my channel. So then one day it dawned on me, when it came down to it, I said, oh, I got a good name. And this name right here had a hip-hop influence, don't get me wrong, right along with blurred, all right? And then matic. And I said, oh, illblerdmatic, all right? 3 different words into one channel name, all right? And a lot of you probably don't know, I am a hip-hop lover. So the illblerdmatic comes from Nas's Illmatic, all right? I just remixed it and came with blur because I am a blur. And what is a blur? It is a fancier version, which I really like this name, a fancier version for a black person that is a nerd that has geeky interests. Whether, as you can see, I am. Look, Pokemon. Pokemon. Then I got Black Panther right here, T'Challa, on top of that, I got Luke Cage, also, I should move this out the way, but this is something I'll be reading soon, by the way. Books, magic. On top of that, what else? Cinema. I do tend to love cinema, by the way. Nope. And also, I'm a gamer, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I am actually a gamer. And also, I tend to watch anime, Marvel, DC. As a matter of fact, I could pull up the anime right now. Give me a second. I don't want to slide this other thing off. I'm also into gaming, as you can see. And that's what it is. I am illblerdmatic365 throughout the whole year. And that's what I want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I want my channel to look the part. And I love, as you can see, I got the Marvel on, and then this stuff right here, the display is given. So you can call me illblerdmatic365, or you could call me illblerdmatic. So was YouTube always my passion? And the answer for that is absolutely not. All right, I went into this making videos and just figuring out. This was not always my passion. Originally, my passion, a lot of you, if you're familiar with me, was always art. Art was always my thing. I enjoy painting. I enjoy sketching. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy making collages. I had art since I was in kindergarten all the way to 12th grade, and then I revisited in college, but I fell out of love with art, and then I started to fall in love with making content on YouTube. Even though my content wasn't the greatest in the world, I eventually had a love for it. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that I enjoy doing. That's why you see me post videos, you know what I'm saying, once a day. You know what I'm saying? Because I enjoy doing it. That's something that I see myself doing. I enjoy it. It's creativity, but not just in the creativity of the old version of my previous passion, which still is my passion, by the way, art. The next thing I wanted you guys to know is pretty much how old am I? Well, I'll say this. I'm not going to give out my age, but some of you may know. I am in my 30s. For people that want to know, I always happen to get confused to be in my 20s. Let me give y'all a bit of a story time. So one day I come to work, you know what I'm saying, at my job, and there's my other coworker. He used to work on our shift and everything. Cool guy, by the way. And we used to talk about anime, Marvel, DC, you name it. So literally one day he came to me, and I guess because other people were saying like how old I was, and he didn't believe it. He didn't believe I was in my 30s. He's like, there's no way you're in your 30s. I'm like, bro, I'm really in my 30s. So what I did was, you know, we joked about it back and forth. I said, yo, bro, you trying to make me 20 forever? And he's not the only one that feels that way. I guess because more of me being with being in tune with my inner kid, excuse me. Maybe that's what it is, excuse me. But I literally had to pull out my actual ID. I'm like, look, bro, I'm not that. He's still like shocked that I'm not in my 20s. I'm like, I get it, man. I get it, man. I've been taking care of myself. So I look, you know, pretty decent. I don't look like some people. I've seen some people, and you look at that, I'm like, woo, they don't look like they in their 30s. I got to keep it a buck on that. Some people do not. And that's due to certain things that they have incorporated in their lifestyle. But it was the funniest thing because he wasn't the only one that felt that way. Even my former boss thought I was in my 20s. I'm like, why does everyone think I'm in my 20s? But I'm in my 30s. When is my actual birthday? So my birthday is coming up for people that want to know. My birthday is June the 22nd. I'm not going to tell you the year, but it is June 22nd. And you know what amazes me about my birthday? Because I think, you know, this is something too. This is another kind of bit of a story time. My mother told me originally my zodiac sign, the Cancer that I was going to be, wasn't always the case. I was almost born a Gemini, like a couple days before my birthday. I was like, what? And this is not, you know, a hate or a disdain towards Geminis, but I almost was born a Gemini. And what gets me is people always assume, I'm like, is this something about me not having certain Cancer qualities that gives it Gemini vibes? I don't know. But I tend to get that one. And not gonna lie, you guys, I tend to get that one. I'm like, what is it? I'm just curious about that. How long have I been on YouTube? For me, I've been on YouTube since 2016, y'all. I didn't start officially until like the 2017 and then 18 to start to go a little bit further in. Yeah, so I've had my channel for quite a while when it comes to YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So yes. Another thing too, when it comes down to my channel, I'm not your content creator that has a niche. All right, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Don't get me wrong. Props to the ones that have niches for their channel. I don't have niches for my channel. I talk about Marvel, DC, gaming, you know what I'm saying? Video games, you know, anime, animated. There are layers to illblerdmatic, all right? And some of these layers I will peel back for you guys to see who I am as illblerdmatic365 right here, all right? But certain stuff will never become content. I know someone asked me about one thing and I was like, nope. Because I don't want to cause unnecessary drama. So I was like, no, this is not gonna be what this is gonna be. The other thing is to on my channel, I originally had another segment. I had a total of 3 segments. The first segment was a dope collaborative segment. Good things come to an end sometimes, and sometimes you have to move forward when it comes to doing something that maybe it's not panning out or working out the way you thought it was going to work out. And at the end of the day, it was a hell of a run. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It was a hell of a run. I was like, all right, it is what it is. You know, I got to move on. And then I actually came up with pretty much my second segment. I don't know why my stomach is growling. Oh my God. Why are you telling on me? So my second segment is the collaborative segment that you've been seeing, guys. It's been doing really well right along with my previous one. The content creator seat, where I interview content creators, you know what I'm saying, and ask questions, or it could actually be, you know what I'm saying, something else. I've done combination type of collaborations too, where it's an interview and then our similar interests. But I had that for quite a while. I still want to do more with it. I do have collaborations coming up for that. June, November, August, September for sure. And then there are a couple other people that want to do it. Only reason why I do this is because I feel like sometimes it's good to learn about your content creator peers, no matter what type of content they do, I guess to some degree, that interests you, and you can learn about their upcomings, the things they went through, how they got through these particular things, how they rebranded, that type of thing when it came down to it. And that's the thing for it. I had another segment that came out, and the only reason why I canceled it, and it was Blerd Saga. Blerd Saga, you know, and the thing was for Blerd Saga, it picked up traction, but when I look at my subscriber list, because I did do that a while back, my core audience was gone. Like the people that were originally a part of my channel, not saying everybody, but some of the people that were supporting are no longer there. You know what I'm saying? So like, how was I supposed to have this be successful when I don't have that particular core audience anymore? So what I did was I did 3 episodes. And when the 4th episode came up, I said, nope, I can't do this. I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew it wasn't getting me nowhere. Yes, the watch hours went down, of course, right? But I can always bounce back and get them for sure. But this is not helping my audience to get to know me. Like people are not really coming through. I was getting like, some of these people were weird. Not all of them, but some of them when they would come through. Then I had some people that were literally like mad, you know, just like negative energy. And like some of these people, I'm like, y'all, these are not my core people. These are people that are probably new viewers looking to cause some drama. And I'm like, look, this is just to have a vibe. You know, you getting to know me a bit more as a content creator, as a blurred variety content creator. But on top of that, this is something to kind of learn about my audience, the people that are supporters of my channel. The other thing is, I want you guys to know what type of person am I, introverted or extroverted? And the answer is I'm actually a bit of both. I am an introvert when I want to be, all right, because that's what the angry word is. And I'm also an extrovert. At some point in time, I was a bit introverted. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was a very like in the introvert mode. I know how to turn that light switch on and then turn it to extrovert when I need to. But yeah, I'm actually both. The other thing I want to let you guys know is what is my overall goal? Because not everyone's goal on YouTube is to monetize their channel or to build their audience like I am. So my overall goal, my short-term goal for this year, if this does happen, for sure, is to reach at least 2,000 watch hours. You know what I'm saying? That's the real goal. 2,000 watch hours. And if I had a long-term goal, or I should say end of the year goal, my end of the year goal is 3,000. It's still 2025 right now. And there's a possibility, right, that I can actually achieve these things. But that is my actual my end of the year goal. I shouldn't have said long-term, right? But end of the year goal. But other than that, guys, I just hope that this video helps out people, because honestly, I see there are a lot of new faces on this platform that may support the channel, excuse me. But also I would like to see my returning audience to pick up on the percentage. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I wasn't expecting that it did this. But then again, like I said before, my community did go through a shift where I don't see people that used to support my channel, whether they stopped doing YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they're unsubscribed. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're no longer interested in the content. That is a thing too that happens. But it's the hardest working blurred on YouTube, guys. Thank you so much for actually coming through and watching the video. And I'm out, legends.